Hello friends, welcome to the third video of unit testing using JUnit 5. In this video, I'll be doing a quick recap of our coordinate 2D class and what is this coverage of class coverage, method coverage and line coverage. Then the most important things which I will be covering in this video is actually what is this test driven development. This TDD is a jargon in our unit testing. So basically what does this test driven development means that a developer has to think as a tester and try to think about the test cases before he starts developing. And so basically he will be knowing what all negative case scenarios are possible and positive case scenarios are possible. So basically he designs the test cases based on it and starts writing the test cases on it. Then after developing the unit test cases, then he starts move on to the actual development. So once if the unit test cases are passed to the actual development, then it is considered as a development phase complete and he can move on to the system testing in the target. So basically how to use this unit testings if you are working in groups. If you are working in a large group, it is useful when the person who's writing the code itself writes the unit tests in beforehand so that it does not move on to a single person. So because the person who is writing the code would have understood the architecture and its design, so it will be really helpful would be really helpful if he thinks of the negative test cases. So now, how does a developer can think as a tester? So basically, he can start off with simple steps, like he can think of extreme conditions, like of an values which can be an input to the function variables, or else some memory leak conditions or some conditions which can be easily stimulated through the unit test. By specifying the extreme values, you can just pass the parameters in one of the test cases. And to create memory leaks or memory usage things, he can actually consume few of the memories in the test case and then execute the test case. Then how to improve this test cases is just by thinking about the negative test cases and keep on adding to your code base. This makes your codes efficient. Once you would have thought of the negative test case, your actual code would have failed, and then you will try to improve your code, thus improving your code stability and um, robustness of your code. So now let me quickly show you what all things was covered in the previous video. So basically in the video we had learned about adding this coordinate 2D test class, and so we had even learnt about even the coverage part of it. So basically to reach the 100% coverage, what we actually uh, did was we added this zero check test case, so covering this one of the test case. So adding this zero check test case to cover the to 100% coverage as is an actually an improvement in our code, because because this test case would have not been added in our development phase if somebody would have not thought that this test case would fail. So it can be easily identifiable, thus helping to develop corner cases and some of the extreme cases in which the code can flow. So similarly, we can test in the like this, adding this testing adding vector, we can even now test extreme things like negative numbers or some maximum numbers in which the integer can overflow. So now we have come to know that there can be an integer flow in this test case, and we'll try to improve our code by adding checks in the actual code and re-verifying it in our test case. So this is basically an iterative process which is getting created. So what is happening? You first you'll add the test cases like this, and our code fails because we do not added this part of the code, and later reiterate to write the actual code and make the test case pass. And similarly you continue adding negative test cases which might create a failure in the actual code, and Then reiterate the complete process over and over again to improve your code. Basically, so this coverage part helps you to give a measure for your effectiveness of your unit test case. So basically, like similarly to adding to what all points I've covered in the previous video, we have to maintain the line coverage in our Java file to 100% without missing any lines, so that we know that all the if conditions and corner cases are covered. So basically, this video was basically a theoretical thing, because many people think that unit test cases don't add value. But once you start making use them effectively, it will improve your code tremendously and also helps to find bugs in your code. So this hope this video will be able to change your mind to start writing unit test cases in your teams and use them effectively. Thank you.